So much negativity is about to come to an end, my gorgeous Libra, slowly but surely. But some kind of terrible situation that was affecting your life for such a long time. And I am talking about a situation that you have been affected by for the last 12 months, quite a lot actually. Because that particular situation affected every single aspect of your life in such a way where you were kind of blocking yourself from moving forward, So this particular situation, so something negative, something bad, it's coming to an end, and I'm so happy for you because I do know, my gorgeous Libra, for the fact how much this was actually affecting you. And I am talking about the stage and the period in between the 10th and the 16th of October 2022. So the beginning of this week, it's also about to mark the brand new stage, the brand new period in your life. You're about to walk into a whole new dimension, and I know how much this is actually going to mean to you. You may not even realize how much you were actually affected by all these energies, but I'm telling you straight away, on the 10th of the actual October and the 11th of October, you will be able to recognize that the energy and vibration around you is completely different. And this in itself, it's really going to surprise you in such a way, because now very strongly you're gonna feel, like very powerful. You're gonna feel very strong. You're gonna feel like very strongly you want to kind of do things and start things and carry on with things that you maybe didn't kind of feel brave enough to do it so far. You just didn't feel that you could actually do this. So it's about an important continuation that you are going to be recognized straight away, but you are going to really surprise yourself, like, oh my god, I feel so strong about the part of my life. I need to plunge in right now. Yes, of course. And you're going to find it like kind of like, oh my god, I feel so strong and I feel so powerful and I feel so inspired to do this. Only like about a week or a couple of weeks ago, I would be like, no baby, no. But now this is what these energies are actually going to do. And even more so, by the time you get to the 30th and the 31st of October, yes, I'm talking about the last 2 days of October, something is going to be revealed to you. This revelation is going to be literally life-changing, and that revelation is also going to absolutely 1,000,000% going to make you aware of which direction to go and which direction to take. And it's all going to start right now, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. So it's going to happen like pretty much so very obviously on the 10th and the actual 11th of October 2022, where you are going to become aware of, just out of the blue, my lord, just out of the blue, literally, you're going to become aware of that, that there's something really bad. It's just basically, it's coming to an end. And this is highly powerful moment in time. This is something that you need to understand. This is the time when your personal transformation, it's about to start. When your personal transformation, it's about to begin. So you have been through a lot, but even most importantly, you have learned so much over the last 12 months, not only about yourself, but about the actual life in general, about the spirituality. You have learned so much, and now, my gorgeous Libra, you're going to be able to start applying this to your life in a proper, a real, a very, very powerful way. Because what you have learned, my gorgeous Libra, believe me or not, it's going to be like literally life-changing. All this is going to be life-changing when it comes to this week, but you're not even realizing how powerful you actually became and how powerful you actually are in terms of you being like really smart and clever. And over the last 12 months, you kept certain things to yourself. You kept things to yourself that you should keep to yourself, and you were coming out with things that you should come out with. And you have done this just in such a fantastic way, in such a powerful way. So this is like, it's just basically, it's a lot to do with your karmic reward. And the karmic reward happens in such a way where you are really acknowledging your spirit. And how you're acknowledging your spirit? Well, you're kind of paying attention to your intuition, and you're allowing your intuition to be of a bigger importance than things on the outside, or things that you are told by the people who you don't even know, who don't mean anything to you, who are just constantly and persistently like bringing you down, like all the time and all the time and all the time. And now this is going to be like a really moment when a lot is just going going to become absolutely obvious to you because, as I said, this is when your personal transformation is about to start. And I have to stress, now this is due to your karma, it's due to things that you have been through. And now you have literally deserved this stage. This is like a, my God, like a karmic justice, like literally. And I know it sounds like because you've got things right. Do you know what I mean? I know it sounds like, oh my God, you've got things right. No, baby, no. It sounds like a bit like, oh, like we are, like the life is some kind of a booklet that we are just like kind of like a checking if we have done things correctly. No. You were just, as I said, like literally following your soul. You gave more importance to your own spirit and how you feel about things, opposed to like listening to like some kind of a devilish energy, or like a people who are just trying to kind of manipulate other people in a because of the very, very selfish and uncertain reasons. And because the beginning of your transformation is starting here, I have to stress that this week it's not going to be like brilliant when it comes to investing like hugely. If you want to hugely invest in terms of like the finances and financial situation, you just better wait for the actual this week to finish. So after the 17th of October, just go for it. But throughout this week, no, baby, no. I would definitely, most certainly not really advise to have any to have any type of like a big massive investments or anything like this. So it's a lot to do with you kind of working out what are you gonna do, with you paying attention to your feelings and to your emotions, to you paying attention to your, like, you know, what is actually inspiring you, because there is something really amazing gonna come to you at the beginning of the week, some kind of a really huge picture of who you are. Like it's even a lot to do with the when you were born and the way you were born and how you were born. There's so many elements that are gonna come to you. It's like you're gonna go so far back when it comes to your life, when it comes to the time that you were born. Do you know what I mean? And you are gonna be asking yourself so many questions, and there's so many things that are gonna be on your mind. But more and more and more, it's gonna become obvious about you and about what your role is on this earth, and about about how powerful and how strong and how spiritual you are, and how unique you are as well. Because my gorgeous Libra, I've been keep on saying that, you know, you are one of the signs who were like born so psychic. It's like, oh my God, it's crazy. So you are psychic, like you maybe sometimes don't even want to be psychic or anything like that. Every single sign is basically psychic. We have got, every single one of us have got that in us. But some of us, or like you, my gorgeous Libra, you know, you do have this power to feel the energy and feel the vibration, and from an early, very, very early stage of your life. Maybe sometimes you can't explain why you don't like Mark, why you don't like John, why you don't like James, you know what I mean? But then you know that what you think about them, it's right. And very often, if lots of people like disapprove with you what you think, if you come out and talk to other people about your feelings, like what you feel when it comes to your psychic feelings and emotion, you know, like lots of people will be like, oh no, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? But then again, later on, you know, you always prove your point, and it's obvious that you're right. So what you need to remember, my gorgeous Libra, that also at the beginning of this week, you are obviously, as I said, I know I said quite a few times, that this is the time, and this is the time when you are going through your own personal transformation. Now this is immediately going to reflect on you wanting to do something really big when it comes to your immediate environment, when it comes to your home, when it comes to your like a kind of like a family members. You know, what is going to be on your mind that you want to do. It's just going to cover every single person who means to you as well. Okay, so it's a lot to do with your home, and it's a lot to do with maybe people in your life, like a friends in your life. And if you don't have a family, maybe it is to do with the friends in your life, you know. And if you don't have a friends or you don't have a family, yes, I know it's possible to happen. Maybe you live in the middle of the forest, you know what I mean? Yes, so if you don't have a friends or a family, then it's just going to reflect on your immediate environment, and you're going to be thinking persistently like how you want to do something that you wanted to do for a long long time. You're just going to feel such a powerful inspiration within. And it's not only that, this is the beginning of your transformation. So you're kind of facing the part of your life that means to you so much, but it's just becoming like a very interesting and rather delicious little project, you know. At the same time, it's going to be beautiful. But also what you need to remember, it's not only about the transformation, the beginning, and you're just feeling such a strange urge to focus on your immediate environment. Maybe you will want to do certain changes. Maybe you will want to paint your immediate environment. Maybe you will want to do massive change when it comes to your immediate environment. This is all part of the progress, but even more importantly, you are at the beginning of the week, there is also going to be very interesting news and information and message that you are going to have. This is on one hand going to open your eyes. It's going to make you aware of things that you haven't been aware of before. But most importantly, after you become aware of this news, information and message, you are going to become aware of a very, very interesting and nice and beautiful option, baby. You're going to like this option so much. Look at this. And when you become aware of this option, okay, my gorgeous Libra, when you become aware of this option, look, this option, I had to take an oracle cards out because I felt that there is going to be very specific information within this oracle cards. When you become aware of this option, my gorgeous Libra, when you become aware of this option, look, you are about to find yourself. These options that you're going to become aware of, it's going to mean to you so much, because for once you will be able to find yourself. For two, that option very, very quickly and very soon you will be able to materialize. You will be able to find, you will be able to manifest. Look at this. So that options is going to, like, immediately you're going to feel like, oh my God, I'm finding myself here. Yeah, baby, I'm finding myself here. Go for it, my gorgeous Libra. Of course. So first of all, you're going to find yourself. You see here, you're going to find yourself. When it comes to that option, this is going to mean to you so much. Oh my God, it's me. Do you know what I mean? That's how it's going to feel. You see here, you're going to find yourself here. When you find yourself somewhere at the time of the actual transformation, this is also going to provide you with a mind-blowing shortcut, spiritual shortcut to get to the part of your life that you were just dreaming of so far. There is something so big that you're going to realize with this, my gorgeous Libra. So this is why the cards are rather sharp. And this is going to also show you the part of your life that you will be able to manifest. And at the same time, when it comes to that interesting option, you see, it's also where your passion is. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say. This is like absolutely evident to me that this is strongly connected to your soul purpose, and this is why so much passion I see here. So it's going to be absolutely impossible, my gorgeous Liberina, to actually ignore this. Absolutely impossible. So you are, but you are still for some reason gonna find yourself when you face that option. You know, interesting option here. You're still gonna find yourself like really kind of facing a difficult choice. And do you know why? Do you know why you're going to find yourself facing a difficult choice? And this is a little bastard here. You're going to find yourself facing a difficult choice purely because you have created, like, and manifested so far a very, very unhealthy and dark attachment to something or someone. So the only reason why you're going to find this like difficult choice, that's how you're going to think it's a difficult choice, you know. The only reason why you're going to find this choice difficult at the beginning of the week, because you have formed a very, very unhealthy attachment so far within this stage and period when you were quite sensitive over the last year especially. So you need to work on this, what this unhealthy attachment is. You need to cut this out of your life. You need to move on from this, and you need to understand that this is an unhealthy attachment that you need to get rid of as soon as you possibly can, okay? So as soon as you become aware of that difficult choice that you're going to be facing, it's like, oh my God, I'm not too sure. You know what I mean? The only reason it's not really difficult at all, it's going to be obvious what you need to do. Listen to me. But at the same time, this is the reason why you need to work on this, to cut this out of your life. This is why you're going to find this difficult, because at the time when you were really sensitive, you have formed this attachment that made you feel like safe, maybe that made you feel secure, but now it's time to release that. So this is why you're going to find it really kind of difficult. But then at the end of the day, couple of days, not at the end of the day, sorry, but couple of days after that, something is really going to happen, really weird, something that really unusual, strange, something that you did not plan whatsoever, the situation which is going to surprise you, completely unplanned situation, of course. And there, when that happens, you are going to kind of realize something, you're going to see something, you will know exactly where you are in terms of that situation. Is going to work greatly for you. First of all, you're going to be like, oh my god, what's happening? It's to do with something being completely unplanned, but then at that moment in time, you're going to become aware of something that's going to be so personal to you, although it's nothing to do with you as such, but you're only going to be part of the situation which is going to surprise you. But something is going to be so personal to you here. You're going to feel something so personal, and that in itself is going to open your eyes, that kind of situation, and at the same time it's going to make you aware of that you've got absolutely everything you need. You just that was like the last thing that you really need to understand and realize how much this means to you, but also to realize that you've got everything that you possibly need in order to kind of like take this on, in order to start this part of your life right now, in order to start changing your life. And it all starts from you, my gorgeous Libra. This is going to be big, this is going to be good. Do not forget what I said on the 30th and the 31st of October, what is actually going to happen. So just pay attention. This is gonna be so good, and you're gonna like it. You have been waiting for this for really, really long time. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Libra, it's like, my god, this is brilliant, because at around the midweek you are really gonna, first of all, you're gonna see a very unusual sign, very kind of different sign, the sign that only you can kind of notice, that only you can kind of understand, because that sign at the same time, it's going to reconnect yourself, it's going to help you to reconnect with yourself with something that happened to you a long time ago. So this is going to be really personal and really different sign, which is going to kind of make things ringing to you in a completely different way. You are going to find yourself in the world, that you were in like a long time ago. But the bottom line is, through something very personal, you will be reminded, of the situation that you used to be part of. And this is going to be absolutely evident to you. That situation is going to make you, that sign that you're going to have, it's really going to be a unique sign, very unusual sign. It's going to make you feel so good. And it's already like you're going to kind of start preparing you to for something. And this sign that you are going to have, it's going to kind of prepare you for an opportunity which is coming, for an opportunity that you must not miss, for an opportunity that is not brand new opportunity in your life, but now it's like becoming like a next stage, that what you should be focusing on. So an element of your life, it's like kind of going to be fulfilled after that moment in time. So what are you working on? What are you doing? What are you trying to achieve? This sign is going to make you aware of that something is coming up very soon, very quickly, that you must not ignore, you must not avoid. And it's only going to seem like a tiny little thing that you can kind of like bring into your present project or whatever you're focusing on right now. Trust me, my gorgeous Libra, this is all part of the progress, this is all part of the process. This is going to turn into a very, very special part of your life, and you're going to be so pleased and so happy with yourself that you have decided to take on this element of your life and kind of like a really kind of place it in, within your spiritual journey. So you just need to kind of see what this is, and you also need to be quite open-minded, because there are going to be elements of this opportunity that you're going to become aware of, that it's not brand new. As I said, it's only like an additional element of what you should be kind of bringing into your life right now. It is going to feel and seems like something quite tiny, really, but it's not. It's going to turn into something very special. Just don't forget about it. And it's also connected to the justice, almost as if that opportunity that you are going to have, it's also going to be connected very, very strongly to the some kind of a justice. And this is, you will be thinking like, yes, I deserve this, yeah, this is my time. That's how you're going to feel, just like a justice, and this is important because it's going to get you going, but at the same time it's going to really kind of start making you think like about that it's going to make you kind of like help you. It's going to help you to reconnect with yourself even further, and especially when it comes to like that motivation needed when we kind of like starting something, because when we start some kind of new project or something, whether it's a brand new or whether it's an additional thing, we just need a little bit of that vavavumish energy, or we just, the more optimistic we are, the more powerful the project is going to be. The more optimistic we are, the more powerful energy we create around us, which we spread on so many other things, whether they're people or whether they're things or whether they're vibrations and energies that we are dealing with. This is all going to be the part of the progress, and at the same time you are going to have a very powerful message here at around the midweek, which is going to make you aware of that this is something that you should be doing before, because financially this is just going to make you so much more powerful, so much more stable, and it's also, my lord, going to protect you what's yours full on. This is going to help you to protect what's yours in the long run, especially if you were like kind of worrying about things, and maybe if you are worrying about the financial situation, you know, this is just like kind of securing a very kind of important part of your life, you know. And but by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Libra, I just absolutely love the bursts of like a fresh energy that you are going to have. I like it so much because it's going to reflect on your own creativity, and I spoke about this before. This has been happening lately quite a lot, where you are going to feel extremely creative, and first of all you're going to see something, you will see something that is going to inspire you so much. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to see something that is going to inspire you so much, and then then that particular thing that you're going to see, it's also kind of going to make you feel like a really energetic, and it's going to make you feel like it's going to make you feel extremely creative. What you're going to see, it's going to inspire you to the point where this is actually going to raise your energy. You may not even realize this, you know, but you are, after that, you're going to find yourself like really kind of doing something that you really enjoy, you know, like what I said before. It's like you either be kind of painting, if you like painting, you're going to maybe be tidying if you like tidying your home, and this is how you relax, and this is what you do when you're creative. Maybe you're going to like, I don't know, maybe you're going to be like creating making some kind of a sculpture or something, you know. It really depends, you know what I mean, when it comes to creativity. But you are going to be inspired, and after that moment in time you're going to feel extremely creative, and then at that time when you're so creative, there is some kind of a thought that it's actually going to come to you, a very kind of interesting psychic message. Let me show you. At the time when you're really creative, my gorgeous Libra, you're also going to have a very, very powerful and very no, these are not the cards, sorry, oops, I want to use these ones, sorry. At the moment in time, when you find yourself really creative, you see this, you are going to have a very interesting psychic message. So something is just going to complete. I know it sounds like a psychic message, yeah, I know, but something is just going to come to you. The psychic message is really kind of going to be part of some kind of revelation at the same time, like when it comes to that psychic message. But at the same time, when it comes to that psychic message, there is going to be so much more to it, because you will kind of realize what part of your life to not to be defensive anymore, and that in itself is bringing you strength, a confidence and balance. So it's to do with a part of your life that was really kind of making you to be way too defensive. You will go on the completely different level now, and you're going to start getting like a completely different picture, and that completely different picture that you're going to get also, it's going to reflect on what you should be doing right now in order to make in order to have a really big accomplishment. But this accomplishment, there you go, this accomplishment, it's also part of the change. It is accomplishment, it's all about you being able to see the part of your life that you were so defensive about from a different angle, and then and there you're going to realize how much you spiritually grew and how much you changed. But most importantly, you are going to be provided with like a different kind of like a perspective, and this is so important. And this different perspective is the part of the change that you're going through. On one hand, this different perspective, it's going to show you what like came to an an end, and in terms of readjustment, what you need to sacrifice. Do you know what I mean? But then on another hand, this is also kind of going to show you exactly that, you know, this is going to start the process of change, but you are going to need to kind of like now at this moment, what you're going to sacrifice, what you're going to become aware of that it's coming to an end, you're not going to feel really bad about it or negative or anything like that, and you will see how much you've actually changed purely because of your own views on things that you felt maybe emotional about so far. You will see how strong you are when it comes to this. So it's all about the different perspective change and you understanding what exactly needs to go and what exactly it's coming up, what exactly do you want in your life. And you will kind of like really come to terms that you want to accomplish something, but it's a lot to do with like the life that you want to live. What exactly, like almost as in terms of like a life of luxury and things like that, achieving the maximum, what you want, what you consider as the life of luxury to be. Not necessarily like a money, gold, diamonds, blah blah blah. No baby, no. To the spiritual person, life of the actual life of luxury would be like living in the middle of the forest, like everything natural, everything gorgeous, everything beautiful, no stupid people around me. No, I'm joking. No, but living in the forest, you know what I mean? Like, let's say to some people, some spiritual people would be like, you know, like maybe like, you know, life of luxury would be like, you know, it's to do with like being somewhere within the nature, being in the middle of the forest, you know what I mean? No, this is to do with an aspect of your life that you want to achieve so much. You're going to realize something, some kind of inspiration about your future, where you want to get, how you want your life to be, whatever you consider to be as the life of the actual luxury. And this is going to be the thing that is going to keep you going like there is no tomorrow, my gorgeous Libra. And it's most importantly going to lead towards you really finding yourself facing probably one of the most interesting parts of your life. This is the project of your life. This is the project, but this is to do with your life. Do you know what I mean? This is going to be felt on a completely different level indeed, and it's also going to help you not to fight with yourself anymore. And I'm saying not to fight yourself with yourself anymore because you wanted to make the necessary change, or you wanted to get to the certain part of your life for such a long time. Maybe you were waiting for the right moment, right time. It doesn't really matter. Things are certainly moving on at this moment in time, my gorgeous Libra, indeed, and I am so excited. And also at the end of the week, you know, you just basically you are going to be surrounded by quite a few people, whether this is going to be on the outside, whether this is going to be online, you know, maybe it's going to be like conversation like within an email or something, you know, like being surrounded by quite a few people can be felt, you know, through so many different channels, like energetically. So it's very difficult to say whether you're going to be surrounded by the people outside, whether you're going to be having some kind of meeting online, or it's going to be online somehow. But this is going to mean to you quite a lot when you're surrounded by these people, and you will kind of want to prove your point. You will be doing something that is important to you, and then when you find yourself being surrounded by the people, my gorgeous Libra, someone it's really going to surprise you, and you must not allow this person to steal your energy, because it's almost as if you're going to be intimidated by someone very specific. But you have to, like, what you need to do is be strong. Do not like kind of like argue or anything like that. Don't kind of like go to that level. No baby, no. This is not what you should be doing at this moment in time. You must not allow this person to be aware of how you feel. It's none of their business. Just smile on your face and just talk. What you need to remember is you need to put your point across without having a necessary argument. You need to put your point across without like being a negative, or without being stroppy, or without being angry. Stay centered for the love of God, my gorgeous Libra, because this is really important. You need to get this right. This is like a really kind of like not a final challenge that you're gonna need to go through, but at the same time what you really need to do is to basically just to respond to that person. Be brave, be strong. You know, just by being brave and strong, you will be able to kind of respond to that person, because I know that you're going to feel just a little bit intimidated by this person, but it doesn't really matter. You're so much more powerful than this person. You know so much more, and you're the one who is like riding the game at the moment. You know what I mean? Because you are very much so really powerful in so many different ways in compared to that person. So just remember that. Remember your own strength, remember your own power, and just try to direct it as much as you possibly can towards calming this situation down, but also at the same time towards staying true to yourself. So you need to, on one hand, calm the situation down by putting your points across, by staying centered, staying true to yourself, but also avoid like some kind of unnecessary arguments, and even more so avoid someone to try to like kind of intimidate you, because it's almost as if that person is going to try to tell you what you should be doing, what they think that you should do. No, baby, no. You know what you should do, and this is exactly what you should be following. The fact that you know what you should do. You should follow your voice within, your intuition, your psychic energy is going to be guiding you. It's your guiding light, because at the same time, you know, a couple of days after that moment in time, you know, when you react in this particular way, you are just going to feel so powerful, and you're going to realize something about yourself, something so unique, something so special, and that in itself is just going to be the last little drop that is going to make the actual glass overflowing after this moment in time. Okay, so this in itself means that this is all going to contribute towards you wanting to declare something. You're going to feel so inspired, like it's going to be mind-blowing moment in time, but it's to do with the new beginning. But also you wouldn't kind of get to that stage if you didn't kind of really stick to yourself, if you didn't put your foot down, if you didn't stay centered, if you didn't stay grounded. You wouldn't get to this stage, because my point is that you are going to have a mind-blowing karmic reward as long as you stay true to yourself, my gorgeous Libra, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you, of course I do. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light, my gorgeous Libra. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.